What's up, Beardy? First always. Username was taken. You the first on YouTube. How you guys doing? Cybrand, Disco Kono, Anthony, Greg Williams, Juicy, Anthony Hedges. How you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. What a long week. Okay, guys, I have built what I think is one of the best damn Bibluses I have ever seen. I'm pretty excited about this unit, but there's one thing that's bothering me, and I know it's bothering you too. What the hell is this plus 15 artifact, right? I know Scuffed without that artifact being plus 30. So let's go be incredibly wasteful and summon a few more artifacts. What's going to suck is if I get more Bibli. Although if I get more Bibli, maybe we just build a second. Maybe we build a slow ER Biblus for the 5 times a year I use Harsetti. Hey, what's up, B6? Okay. We want to see as many of these artifacts as we can see without seeing very much of Biblis, as pretty as she is. So wish me luck, guys. We got at least 2 artifacts waiting for us. There's an artifact! How easy is this game? Very nice. Very nice. That's what we're talking about. More. Tagoar's Ancient Book. Oh. That's a little brutal. Okay, we got a long way to go to 225 summons. And I have to take this phone call. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm going to put you on mute. You can enjoy some of Scar's music here. Never mind. They fucking hung up on me, so I don't have to answer shit. That's you all day? Lucky, lucky days? Hell yeah. Thank you for the follow, Angel. Oh boy, we are Ras Lag Day lagging here. Rin got me in trouble when I first downloaded this game. I had this screen up on my computer. I went to the bathroom, I came back, and here's my wife staring at the monitor going, "What the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you playing?" Frickin' Rin. How am I? I've had no complaints, Vix. Ooh, Sir Tilt. Yeah, I kind of miss the Ras running. Guys, can we get some more artifacts, please? Guess I should have been specific which artifacts we want. Could we get some more Veritas artifacts? There we go. You just gotta ask. Oh, I got fooled. Thank you very much, chat. You just gotta ask. Everybody says I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. Chat is lucky. The luck of the wolf is the luck of the chat. Nice. Do we go ahead and get this one? I mean, do we... How are we looking on artifacts? Hang on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to keep 2. I want to keep at least 2. 2, 3, 4. This would max it, but then we're going to wind up with a bunch of bibli we don't need. What do you guys think? What other character does her artifact usable on a side? I like any aggro soul weaver that you want to keep alive, who's relatively fast. So let's see. No. Not really a ROM. No. Death Dealer Ray. I think it's best in slot on Death Dealer Ray. The ability to cleanse, the ability to stay alive, CR push should be good for him. Could be good on Desert Jewel Bazaar for the 5 or 6 of you that still run that unit. Yeah, I don't know about Moon Bunny. Could be really good on Green Rowana, but you don't use her that much. Could be okay on Schneel. I think that's about it right now. Death Dealer Ray, maybe Schneel. And also the Soul Weaver not currently in the game yet. Yeah, Green Sharoon for all the nuns of people that use Green Sharoon, right? Did I say Ida? I meant Rowana. I'm just not sure where we go from here. We're what, 150, so we need 100 more, not 100, we need 50, we need 75 more summons, but I mean, if we're going to get this, we're going to freaking get the slate too. I guess the question is, do we just stop now and bottle that last one and then not have leftover Bibli? Or do we get a second Biblis and build a second Biblis? And would I even use a second Biblis? Hey, Ganji, use Ukraine. I'm going to stop for right now, and I'll think about it, right? Funny stopping too from pity, right? So weird. Don't do this, everybody. Don't use your bottles on non-collab artifacts. Okay. So you're telling me to pull more. I mean, she's limited, right? But she's not collab limited. She will be back. You'll eventually be able to get her from tickets. Why are we back to Ukraine? Because Ukraine's got the best discount rate. You do what you want to do. I mean, remember, before you do what I just did here and go ham on this kind of stuff, I want you guys to realize I spend on this game. I don't mind swiping when things surprise me. If you are trying to be free to play or responsible dolphin, you're not willing to whip out the credit card and swipe on this shit. Be aware that the summer units are going to rerun in the next 4 to 6 weeks, and then we're going to have new summer units in the next 6 to 8 weeks. So we're not that far away from new broken limited heroes, and summer heroes have always kind of broken the game. I don't think we've ever had a summer hero outside of maybe Charlotte who didn't break the game on release, and Charlotte was still really good. Build second Biblis for RTA crit damage Biblis. You know what? That's I kind of like the cut of your jib there. Yeah, all you guys who want to go ham on summer photogenic, be aware that shit's not too far away, and don't spend resources if you're not willing to swipe a little bit. Show me a good or a great. Shit. Oh, well. Overcapped. Okay. There she is, guys. Ain't she pretty? That's a beefy girl to be that fast. Six days left to get Jen Ross. What? Jen Ross is permanent. He's forever, dude. Can I do you a favor mentally? What do you need? Yeah, it's a good chunk of defense. 65 may not look like a lot, but that's like 11 to 14% defense. Oh, you have 6 days left. No, you don't have 6 days left. Once you activate it, Jen Ross is there for fucking ever. Once you start that mission, you can come back to the game 4 months later and finish that mission. Oh, you mean 6 days until you get him unlocked. I'm sorry, guys. Not firing on all 5 cylinders. I can't wait to build a second Zeo. Oh, wait. So troll. Hello, Rasta. Dark Soul. Good to see you guys. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to make a decision on these. Check that Biblis, please. Check what Biblis, please. Repost. What Biblis? GGDE, which Biblis? Fight her at RTA. I'm still regearing my account, guys. I can do some RTA, but RTA is turn 2 right now. It's so awful. I still don't have Biblis. I should get on that today. Hey, Sue. Look upon my works, ye mighty in despair. Tell me as a turn 2 player, is this a good Biblis, or should I get a second Biblis and build a slow, high effectiveness, high ER one that maybe does crit? When will I play Nikke? I probably won't play Nikke, but I hear it's an amazing game with a banger story. I think you want her slow and tankier. No, there's multiple ways to build her. You can build her slow or fast. When has Nikke's story not been unbelievably peak? You guys are convincing me, right? Because I mean, look at this. I will get 3 of her. I'll get 3 of her in just the next few summons. And then another artifact to put on her. And even a slate for something else. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. And I'm here for it. Hello, Biblis. Ain't she pretty? Another artifact. Oh, that'd have been too good. Break. Break again. Oh. Hey, when are we getting Water's Origin Girl as a unit? Another Biblis. We're at 170. 170. Hello, Corinne. Hello, Corinne again. I mean, Surin. Corinne, Surin. Andre. Hey, Chad, I know you guys have been real good to me today, but if you could slide me another artifact, that would be wicked nice. Please, please. Once again, specificity. Not just any artifact, but a Veritas artifact would be nice, if you could, please. Now we're just going to get every other artifact in the game, I see. Man, that's a lot of purple, or a lot of 4 stars. That's a lot of 4 stars. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the pulls were 4 stars. Another Biblis. Where we're 220, so we need 3 more pulls to finish this out. 3 more 10 pulls. So there's 1. Two. Oops. Artifact. Tag's book. It's her again. What was her name? She was always trying to rein in Setsuka's lascivious behaviors. Shizu, yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's an N in it. Okay. Boop. I mean, we may as well do the last 10 just to get that slate, right? So that's just 110 pull. Artifact, please. Now, kind of a stinky last run, but hey, we take it. We're 23 summons. We're 2.3 10 pulls away for one last Biblis, though. One last guaranteed Biblis. This is so wasteful. Oh, chat. You bunch of kidders. You bunch of kidders. You got me. You got me. I was bamboozled. Hoodwinked. Punished, even. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Arius. Can never have enough of those. Man, getting 2 off banners at the end there, man, that was savage. Really could have used those. The player base has lived under the impression of Tristen Wolf's luck for too long. Oh, that was so wasteful, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. So we have to transmit some things. Is the second artifact worth the bookmarks? That's a you question. Right now, Death Dealer Ray and some other minor players it's really good on, but it is limited, and you know how it is, right? You get one Rocket Punch, and you think, I'll never need a second one, and then somebody comes up with Shadow Knight Pillis on Rocket Punch. You're like, oh, I wish I had two. And then Boss Runka rolls out, like, oh, I wish I had three. I guess I'll just take it off of Runka, or off of Karena, but, you know, it's kind of nice to have extra. But I don't think it's necessary, right? It's just a really good, solid, aggressive Soul Weaver artifact. It's best in slot on her. If you have a second one, you're relatively future-proof. But I would not risk putting myself in a position where I feel like I'm required to spend in about 4 to 6 weeks when the new summer units come out, the summer banner reruns. All that kind of stuff is in the very near future, guys. Yikes. Well, Salame is a 5-star. Somebody asked me earlier what I think of Salame. Is she a must-pull? If you pop over to Google and you search Tristen, Wulf, Salame, probably the one of the first videos that jumps up is must pull or pass, and I completely review Salame, how her kit works, where she's good. So you should check that video out if you want a long answer to that question. I'll link it here to all the chats. But if you want the short answer, I think she's going to be insanely broken. I think she's going to be one of the more important units to have in the game. I think she is the first ML5 in a long time that's going to be meta for PvE, as well as being really good in RTA and Guild Wars. I think the only place this girl's going to suck is on defense. I think she will evolve as the game evolves. I think that the limitations of her power is simply the limitations of what the game releases moving forward. But she's not Boss Arunca level good. She's not Lady of the Scales level good. She's not even Harsetti level good on release. But unlike those units will fall away. I don't think she ever will. Her copy skill lets her evolve with the game. So she kind of is the very definition of evergreen hero. I mean, not since Bellion have we had such an evergreen hero. And Bellion's a good example. She is insane. She's not really a unit you necessarily first pick. I wouldn't necessarily call Bellion meta, but she is giga important to the meta, and that's where I think Salame is going to land. So if you have the means to get her, go for it. If you're going to hold a gun to my head and say, should I get Lady or should I get Salame? Well, you get Lady, because we know Lady's meta. Salame, we only suspect is meta, and I'm always going to recommend, if you're going to force an answer out of me, I'm always going to recommend, what's currently good over what we think is good, because we've been wrong before. Look at Nodos. So it's can I skip this call? I guess I can. You can also go ahead and pity your Lady and then go ahead and just get lucky pulling for your Salame. It's always tough, right? And these questions are hard to answer for a reason. They want you to have the FOMO. They want you to reach out for it. I can tell you this, though. If I'm right about Salame and she's just good forever, you'll be able to pick her up in the headhunt. She'll still be good then. Once ML Landy was good, once ML Landy was so good, she ruled the meta. She was like first pick Landy and just hope you get lucky or you just are going to lose the fight. She was just always that good. And now she's damn near unplayable. But Salame, unlike Landy, Salame just, whatever new unit comes out, she is pretty much as good as that new unit. So she's kind of she won't age out. Landy ages out. There'll be a time when Lady of the Scales will not be a draftable unit. They're already coming up with ways to deal with Lady of the Scales, artifacts that ignore damage share, like the one that's coming up in 4 to 5 weeks. Boss Arunca is already aging out. We're coming up with units like Top Model Lulica that can one-shot her, or Fire Charlotte, who can just kill all the people behind her, and then she's left there to solo. Salame's not really going to age out, but she's never going to be a first pick unit because the very nature of her copy skill means you got to see multiple units to decide who you're going to copy from. So yeah, she is somewhat immune to a power creep. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, but don't think she's going to be oh, I've got this unit, now I am immediately legend. I don't think she's going to be that kind of unit. But she looks really good. Yeah, Zio's an interesting use on her, right? You copy Zio, you S3, she comes out of the copy, she still has Deify. That's kind of actually pretty pog. You could copy Boss Arunca, and as long as she's in front, she becomes Boss Salame, because she will keep Boss Arunca's, whatever that buff is called that keeps you from targeting things. It's kind of neat. But remember, like, if you copy Ruel, she will not keep Ruel's resurrection buff, because that is applied at the start of the fight, not during the player's turn. Ferocious stance, thank you. So you really gotta look carefully. Does she actually keep the buff she gets when she's out of her clone ability? Yes. You saw it when she did the Strays S3, she kept the gold immortality buff that she got from Strays' S3, and she kept the attack buff that she got from Strays' Benimaru's Tachi. She kept that after she transformed out of Strays. She still had the buffs. She loses the gold buffs, right? So if she turns into Notos and S3s and goes into Domain, as soon as she exits, Domain or Dominion goes away. So copying Notos is kind of a low value one because she doesn't keep the gold special, what do they call those things? Special effects, status effects, but she does keep buffs. The question is, how do passives work since she gets the skill null even with Hua's passive? Hua's passive specifically says this unit cannot receive buffs. It doesn't say that a unit turning into this unit won't carry the buffs with her. Hua never received a buff. So I'm pretty sure passives work exactly as described, because Hua doesn't say dispels any buffs she's currently wearing or anything, or blocks the ability to have buffs. It says blocks the ability to receive buffs, not have buffs. So Hua will be able to have that buff because Salame had that buff and turned into Hua. Therefore, if you get a gab on Salame and then she copies Hua for one turn only, you have a greater attack buffed bystander Hua Young. Let that sink in for a minute. About the only things we don't know about Salame is how does she interact with Focus and Fighting Spirit? Can you copy Maid and revive your whole team? Absolutely. Absolutely. And Salame will keep the resurrection buff that she applied to herself while she was made. She'll keep that when she comes out. We don't know how Fighting Spirit and Focus work. If they work like skill ups, then whatever the unit starts a fight with, that's the Fighting Spirit she'll have. But if it works like artifacts and gear, then she'll copy the Fighting Spirit and Focus at whatever level it is when she copies. And that matters for certain units who do their tricks at full focus. That we'll have to test out and see. Greater attack buff, Hot Topic Hua. That's a freaking hard needle to thread though, right? You're going to have somebody that gives her gab and pushes her up, and then she does her thing. But yeah, it's really interesting. 2 Ruels is diabolical, right? She can copy Ruel, S3 a unit, bring that unit back to life with a gold shield. She will have the gold shield, and then she's back into Salame form again with the gold shield on 2 units. Then your other Ruel, S3s, and now your whole fucking team has gold shields. Yeah, no, Lexa's basket won't work because she's not a thief. So that won't work. Ahmed won't work. Ahmed won't work because she puts her artifact puts those buffs on the highest attack unit, so you'd have to build a very, very weird Salame to give her the highest attack. Yeah, she also full heals, but she won't keep Ruel's special resurrection buff, right? This, Spirit's Lord Protection. She won't keep that because that applies at the start of the battle, not at the start of the turn. So Ruel gets this at the start of the battle. Salame has already done the start of the battle. She turns into Ruel. It's no longer the start of the battle. It's the start of Ruel's turn. So she won't get Spirit Lord's Protection. but she will be able to do the invincible and the full heal and the resurrection stuff, but she's not going to be able to keep the I come back to life. So you're going to have to read the skills and see if it says at the start of the turn or at the start of the battle. Any buffs that are applied at the start of the turn, she keeps. Any buffs that are applied at the start of the battle, she doesn't keep. So like this one, she keeps because this is at the start of the battle and at the end of the turn. So she'll copy Bossarunka, do Bossarunka things. She'll drop the S3 and give everybody increase or give herself increased defense and barrier, and then once her turn ends, she'll grant ferocious stance to herself and then turn back into Salame, and she'll be Salame with ferocious stand. She copies them as they are at the start of the fight is the theory, because the skill cooldowns are separate, so we assume everything is separate. It'll take some testing to be sure. The only thing we know for sure is that their cooldowns are separate. So like if Bossarunka has already S3'd and this skill is on cooldown, when she copies Bossarunka, she will be able to use the skills because she will have the skills as if she had just started the fight. Even if the skill is on cooldown already, she will have it as if she has just started the fight. So she has her own separate cooldowns. I'm assuming that's how it's going to work for Fighting Spirit, and I'm assuming that's how it's going to work for stats. If you copy a superhumanized unit, you will get that unit's stats at the start of the battle, not as a superhuman unit. If you copy Notos in domain, you will get Notos like he's not in domain, and then you can S3 to put yourself in domain, and then you'll pop right out of domain again. Notos is a very low value copy. Question is, how does she copy the same unit twice work? What do you mean, copy the same unit? No, it says the skill cooldowns are separate while she's in copy form, which to me means when she copies a unit, all skill cooldowns are reset to the way they are at the start of the fight. What's the point of copying Bossarunka? This would reapply at the end of the turn, and then she become Boss Salame. As long as she's in the front row, you can't target anybody on your team except for Salame, who is an HP scaler and is relatively tanky. So you get to keep Ferocious Stand for one round. Yeah, but she could have her own cooldowns for those skills. I think again, testing required, but it would be much easier from a developer standpoint to code it so that every time she uses the skills, you get a fresh set of cooldowns, not it remembers them from the last time you copied. And I think just because that's the lazier option, that's probably the way it's going to work, but we'll have to test and see. Big patch on 22nd. Well, Salame comes out on the 22nd. The big patch is going to be on the 14th. The big patch announcement's going to be on the 1st. Can she copy another Salame? It says specifically that she can't copy herself, and I assume that would mean, again, the way the game is coded, that another Salame would be coded as herself, so she wouldn't be able to target an enemy Salame. Because that could create a feedback loop of just going copy, 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 and generating unlimited souls, and this game does not allow feedback loops. So if you can do that, it will get patched, but I suspect the general game coding is going to say cannot copy Salame to keep her from copying herself, and that will apply to enemy Salames too. Balance patch day is the 14th. After maintenance, balance patch announcements May the 1st. I also wonder how warfare set units work with her. It's going to have to copy the gear sets. It's going to have to. Otherwise, you're going to get cucked by things like, copying a DPS unit and then you don't have 100% crit because it's not copying the effect of crit set. Or you're not really doing any damage because it's not copying the effect of the Destro and Torrent sets. Again, test day, we got to find out for sure. But I'm 99% sure it's going to copy the gear sets, the gear effects. And the reason I think that is, why would it copy the artifact and the artifact's effect and not copy the gear set and the gear set's effect, right? Why would it copy the exclusive equipment and the exclusive equipment's effect if it's not going to copy... Jesus Christ, where are my exclusive equipments? Why would it copy the exclusive equipment effects if it's not going to copy the gear sets effects? So I suspect everything that's on you turn into the unit as the unit was at the start of the fight. And the assumption is that's artifacts, that's sets, that's stats, that's exclusive equipment, that's focus and fighting spirit, that's passives, it's all of that. The only thing that it probably won't copy is imprints, just because that would be hard to code. And it would be weird because imprints stick around to the end of... Oh, yeah, but imprints apply at the start of the battle, so maybe it does even copy the imprints, I don't know, but it would just be for that round on herself. And I don't even know... I don't even know if it would matter, because again, these apply at the start of the battle. Combo with base speed. You see, that's the thing too, right? People can build base speed units that are normally openers, normally bridge units, and then they can copy that unit and use that unit to bridge the other unit and nuke stuff, right? It's kind of neat. You can always tell when a unit's going to be good is when it generates this much like conversation about what fun ways you're going to find to apply. Does the arty proc after she transforms? There's a chance that any buffs might not apply to Hua. Artifacts always proc after skill. So Salame will copy Hua, transform into Hua, then her artifact, Hua's artifact, will apply. Then when she transforms from Hua back into Salame, Salame's artifact will apply if there's any residual effects on Salame's artifact. Creation and destruction, yeah. So here's how that would work, right? She would S2, turn into the unit, the artifact would proc off the unit, she would do her skill, she'd turn back into Salame, creation destruction's latency thing would proc, and if it procs, she gets an extra turn. If so, if she copies Tori, would she keep undispellable buffs? Let's go check Tori, make sure nothing says it's start of battle. Buffs granted cancer applied are undispellable. Yes, she would keep undispellable buffs if she turned into Tori. But remember, you got the choice. You can S3 and get attack and speed to all allies and increase your crit chance, all this kind of stuff, right? You can get all of this stuff, but then not attack as Tori, because you'll get all of this stuff applied, and then she turns back into regular Tori. You could probably get Cascade. There's a chance, right? 51... at 20% for each buff granted, right? There's a chance, but then you couldn't soul burn S1 because you're no longer Tori. You gotta be very careful about units that give extra turns, because she will turn back into Salame and then you can S3. But what's cool is you can get all of these buffs, turn back into Salame, and then drop her S3, which is insane. Are there any way to get Fate Gazes right now? I think it's in some packs. There's wisdom gazes, fate gazes. Are there any in the Shadow Company shop? Yeah, there's 20 chilling out in the Shadow Company shop, but that's pretty much it. Holo Trials should be back next week, guys. I know you're hungry for those gazes. What is Salame counter picks? Salame's a 4/5 pick, so you really aren't counter picking her. You're just trying to deal with her, or you're banning her. Here's the thing, not everything Salame can copy is good, right? Salame copies Nodos, and it's basically just a cleanse. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, Moon Bunny Dominial. Moon Bunny Dominial kind of craps all over Salame. Her copy skill is a non-attack skill, so you can use Green Celine. She can copy a DPS unit, Celine kills her. Or she copies something else and Celine kills their DPS. I mean, it's not like she's unstoppable. She's quite stoppable, but she's such a unique. What if she copies while he's in his domain? Then she will turn into Nodos, and she will not be in domain. Or she will be in domain, and she could S3 one unit and kill it and then pop out of domain. But most likely, since the skills will be on cooldown, she can't copy his domain skill. She can't. So all she's going to do is be able to S3, go into domain, her turn ends, and she'll pop out of domain and lose the domain skill, because the domain buff is a skill effect, not a buff. There's like minimal value to copying Nodos. I think the only thing copying Nodos does is allow you to S3 and cleanse everything on your team. Yeah, she'll change straight back. She'll S3, go into domain, everything cleanses, and then she'll go straight back. If you copy Nodos while he's already in domain, you've done abso-fucking-lutely nothing, I think. She's a Mystic unit. She's an ML5 unit, so when this banner goes away, you'll be able to see it here. Unknown hero, that's Salame. Salame will be on banner with Rowana and Wandering Prince Sid. It's weird that they have. I wonder if they're doing this because normally you can click on it and preview the stats and see how the unit works and stuff. They're hiding it so we can't like preview her stats and see how she works. That's the first time they've done this. That's interesting. Her imprints are going to be in the shop, right? No idea. Likely. That's usually how they do it with units that don't have imprints, but I don't know if they said they were going to do that or not this time. They don't ever counter ML5 units until like 4 or 5 months have gone by, guys. The closest we ever came was Harseti, who came out in, I think, September, and then they released Young Senya in December. Even that was damn near 4 months. They want the new ML5 units to be very hard to counter, except with the existing units, so that they don't silver bullet them with the very next ML5. Epic 7 power creeps, but not at that rate. They want you to have FOMO. They want you to sit there and go, I can't miss out on this unit. So they would try to counter Biblis more than ML5. I mean, Biblis will probably see a counter sometime. He's about the same rate. She's limited unit, and they want you to get FOMO on limited units. Oh, Fenris's EE was just a horrible mistake. Dodged a bullet on that one. She's the episode boss, right? No, she's the episode main character. She is to the new episode, I think what... oh, no. Ludwig is the episode main character. I think Kairon's going to be the boss, and she's like the boss's lackey, right? She's going to be like the... well, not so much the boss's lackey, but she'll be like a sub-boss. Like Chapter 3, she's the Mort, but Bellion is still the boss, right? She's the Kane, but Harseti is still the boss. I think she's going to be the early chapters boss. What the hell, Tristen? Ring light? Question mark? What are you talking about, Warrior? Oh, the latest Windows update fucked up my my camera settings, and I can't figure out what it is. So I got to have the overhead lights turned on, and I got to put a ring light in so that I'm not washed out by the fucking bright ass fluorescence above me. So yeah, lighting's a little different, but without it, I was just like blurry and stuttering. Just the camera couldn't keep up with it because the update installed drivers, because Windows forces updates on you don't want, and the drivers are shit, and I can't roll them back. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I got like 3 or 4 ring lights around here to be able to stream with the lights out, and now I don't get to use them. So I've got, anybody want a ring light? I got extras. I have 6 slates. Should I use them on Lady, Harseti, G. Vildred, New Moon Luna, Biblis? I would save them for the summer units. Summer units, oftentimes their imprints are insane. Green Vildred is probably, of all the ones you listed, Green Vildred is the highest value from the speed imprint, but you know, maybe you want to put 1 or 2 in there, but the other ones, they don't really need the imprints. They're just really freaking nice. Oh, and Cookie's got a really good point. Go to your shop and go to the shop section and go to the Transmit Stone shop section, and you're going to find these special things which I've already bought out, and these are imprints that you can buy with gold transmit stones, which you just earn in the game by doing summons and being in guilds and stuff. And these are imprints. This is your Harsetti imprints. These are your Zeo imprints, your Strays imprints. So just buy these and imprint your unit. Mind you, you can only buy these once, so it's enough to triple S any of the heroes that don't have RGB equivalents. If you pull a dupe, those you got to use slates on. How much for the ring lights? They're cheap ring lights, man. They're like $25 ring lights. I'll autograph it for you and then sell it for $70. Ooh, piece of candy. Buy it. Good lord. If you have resources, the banner is not bad since the arty is really good. Yeah, I agree. The arty is good. Vildred dupes from standard banner wish list. Yes. If you do not have a triple S Vildred, green Vildred yet, I strongly encourage that he is one of your wish list units. Mine's triple S, so he's not there anymore. Do those just stay in the shop for good? Yes. Once you get the ML5 unit, I think they even are in the shop before you get the ML5 unit, but definitely once you get it, they appear in the shop. They're there forever, but once you buy them, you bought them out. If you get a dupe Bellion or a dupe Harsetti or a dupe Strays, you gotta slate or dupe them up. I keep slates for collab heroes. It's not a bad policy, but there's a point where you get so damn many slates, you can go ahead and spend them a little bit. Remember, the first slate has double value, so sometimes it's not so bad to slap a slate into an RGB hero to get that first boost, right? Taking that green Vildred to that first 8 speed mark, and then each one after that's only 4 speed, or whatever it is. So, yeah. If she has an AI PV setup, I remember something like S2 and then S3. Right, that's the big question, is that will Salame S2 before she S3s? Even if she doesn't, I think we can build a fast Salame. You S3 with Salame, which is nice, gets that defense break out there for those who need it, but then you Strays, then you Watcher, maybe then you Lilibet, and then Salame copies one of those 3 and does one more blast in, and holy crap. New webcam? No, just better lighting. Man, they didn't give us a radiant buff. Yep. Nope. Is it just Fene? Must pick from wish list and new count. Others are fine to do whatever. Yeah, I mean, Fene's a must-have. If you're a brand new character, a brand new player, and you don't have any of these heroes, the most important hero in the entire game, and you don't get her for free, is Fene. You add her to the wish list. I think after that, heroes that belong in this wish list, or you got to use a selector ticket, right? Once you get the hero, swap it out. It's better to have new heroes than to have imprints early on, in most cases. Charlotte's not a bad option because of how good she is into into Bossarunka, who is heckin' everywhere. Setsuka, you definitely want to have her if you didn't select her. You get her for free. Politis is never a bad idea. Brieg you get for free. Elvira, I think because everybody and their brother is going to have fucking young Senya. It's nice to have a hard counter to young Senya so you can continue to play the game. I think you want this girl because she's the easiest to get speed imprint early on, and speed is king in this game. And you get a Mort for free. You get Mort when you get young Senya. And Rowana. And I think as soon as you get any one of these out, you could probably work in Destina, and you could probably work in Vildred. And then maybe you could eventually work in Schneal or Fenris. You know, at that point in time, it's just like, who do I want? There's some really good damage-dealing units like Selene. There's some really good PvE units like Fenris. There's some really good counter units like Schneal. There's some really good niche units like Charles for handling holotrials and trial of constellations. You know, but I think just for good meat and potatoes units, that was a pretty good overview of what I'd recommend for your wish list. And holy shit, it saved those? Oh no, it saved them. Fuck. Do you guys remember who was on my wish list? Sweet balls. Okay. Somebody go back in the VOD and remind me who was on my wish list. Ah, shit. Okay, I don't need more. I just need to go in and look at my fucking imprints again. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go back and watch my own VOD and figure it out later. Red Hua. Yeah, I think Red Hua. I think Hua might come out of there. Oh, yeah, Asaria was definitely on there because I was wanting her to max out my my Asaria here, get that last imprint. But you know what? I don't need it anymore because I'm just going to use a selector ticket to get Asaria. That's before I changed it, Beardy. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, because I most definitely did not have Fene or Charlotte on the list, but I appreciate it. Oh, did you actually go back and look it up for me, Dragon? What a Chad. Yulha. Saria. Hockey. Crayon. And Setsuka. And also Aria. Oh, for imprinting my main Aria. There's no way my Aria is not maxed out yet. We definitely got to change this shit. Aria. Oh, no, she's not. I need a lot more Arias. Don't I have an Aria in the waiting room? She's maxed out, though. This is my old PvE Aria. It's kind of a shame to use a fully maxed out plus 15 one just for an imprint. Someday I'll find a need for a second Aria, I guess. Maybe I need to do a Ludwig. You know, there's nothing wrong with prepping for the future. We know a new version of Ludwig is coming, so maybe you start doing Ludwigs so that you can have dupes. As soon as I saw that Perfumer Biblis won the art contest, I started summoning for Bibli so I could have extra Biblises. Hey Tristen, is which of the Tenebria any good? I don't understand where she will be good. Hey, good ear. Definitely Final Fantasy 14 music. Let's force her. Let's force her and see what happens. Yes, Blue Biblis is limited. Sorry, you're right. I didn't put her on the wish list. I used selector tickets to grab her. Uh-oh. Are you missing gear? She might be missing a piece of gear. I thought she was like 285. No, the HP is decent, and the effect... No, she might just be a little slow. I'm barely paying attention to what this guy's picking. Okay, talk me out of Bloodblade Corinne. I think it's just maybe Briar. Briar. Do we care about boss, really? I think it's definitely Hua. I think banning boss is troll here. Okay, let's check your skills. You are stealth and hits random. No, highest attack. So she goes into the highest attack, which should be my Briar, so I should be safe to S2 here. She goes into Briar, and we don't care. What the fuck? I swear it said highest attack. Did I misread it? Did I totally misread it? I swear it said that she would go into the highest attack. The spells obviously cast her blink against the... There is no way. There is absolutely no fucking way that my Tomo had more attack than my Bri. Everybody gets scared. There is no way that my... I'm so mad. And I didn't get the fear. That's some baby back bullshit. Yeah, Ross is just gonna one-shot everybody. Yeah, maybe. No, Briar shouldn't be missing gear. She was fast enough. Rob, sure. Unfortunately, a couple of rounds ago, we could have got him, but now, not so much. It's called Radiant Dawn. It's Dizzy singing about how in love she is with Soul Bad Guy. It's very, very wholesome. Fucking Celine. Eat ass Celine. Oh well. Very winnable fight. Nah, I checked the CR bar. I think it's just 32 3275 3217. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, we need to attack tune our account a little bit better now, don't we? Yes, yes. People talk about speed tuning all the time. Nobody talks about attack tuning, which, as you see, can be very important. Holy shit, guys. That took the piss out of me, and now I'm going to go take the piss out of me. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go use the head. Freaking 20% attack. But back to the original question, where do you use which? She is 90% a RTA unit. She's not really used anywhere outside of RTA, and though the fight went poorly, I hope you saw some of the effects of her, right? She puts that block on everybody, and while they're wearing block, they can't receive any benefits. They can't get buffed. They can't get cleansed. They can't get healed. They can't, I don't even think they can get CR pushed. They're blocked away from the rest of the team. They're a team all onto their own. Imagine it's like, instead of it's you versus them, it's you versus them and then another them up here. They're separated from each other, wall between them. And she also does the buff block and that rupture buff, which I think you saw is like that boss Arunca didn't do shit for him. She couldn't S3, she couldn't cleanse, she had buff block on her, so she would have lost her Furious Stance the next round anyway, even if she didn't have stun, and because of that rupture, when my units hit her, she freaking detonated from that rupture, so she is a control unit. She locks down the enemy team and keeps them from being able to do the things they want to do. So she is great at disrupting the enemy's teams and controlling them to the point where they just throw their phone and quit the game. She's a very strong unit, but she's kind of difficult to build. But you put her on put her on the team, and she just wins a lot of fights just by existing. Yeah, you're blocked from the effect of everyone else. If you can cleanse yourself. For example, let's say everybody on your team has got block and made Chloe S3s. She will cleanse it from herself, and she will give herself the raise buff, but nobody else will be cleansed. Nobody else will get buffed. So yeah, block is nasty, especially when you combine it with the rupture and the stuns and the artifacts you can wear on her. Oh, buff blocks. Can you please say what band is playing in the background? Is this one White Bat Audio? No, this one's Techno Ken. Here's a link to his stuff. This is just his generic metal music, but he's got a lot of really nice DMCA free stuff. Can I show you my Witch of Tenebria? Yeah, I hope she's actually wearing all of her gear, because I remember her being a little faster, but maybe I'm just imagining things. I guess I'm just imagining things. Maybe I gave up a little speed to get some more effectiveness on her. I really like the way they did the 2D animation on her, where the reflection in the mirror is like mirrors her reflection. When she's sad, the image in the mirror is happy. It's kind of cool. Biggest issue is that 15%. Yeah, but it's so much. It's so much. You're gonna 15% the block and a random debuff. You're gonna 15% the restrict and the rupture and whatever's on the artifact. I mean, it's so many freaking things. I love this artifact on her, but you can also put her on Abyssal Crown and ruin people even harder. But yeah, 15% is a harsh mistress. You saw me not locking down that frickin' Salame. Oh man, before I forget all about it, how much was the difference? It was 32.75, right? I'm gonna have to check Fribbles to see if changing that flat attack to percent attack would be enough. At very least, we can upgrade that. Okay, I think between this and... Do I need that crit chance? I do need every bit of that crit chance. I only need 22 more. I bet if I change this to percent attack, I'm there. Tomoka used outside of RTA Guild Wars for sure. Quite good in AI versus the boss. Interesting. This is Bury the Light. It's a DMCA cover. Oh, that's right, because the S1 doing the double hits. The hardest thing about Tomo is, ooh, that's right, this is up again. Smilegate, delete normal difficulty. Nobody wants this. Nobody likes it, and we don't appreciate that it defaults to it. Even day one players are doing hard difficulty here. Let's friendship farm a little bit here. Let's see, who needs friendship farming? Perfumer, friendship farm, anyone else? I guess Nodos can friendship farm. Ruiza needs it, but I'm not sure. All these other bibli. Let's see, let's go with... Actually, let's just Bologna Vildred it. I know that'll clear. Or Bologna Vivian, even better. Ah! Oh no. That's okay. We can deal with this. Is the 7-day Mola pack worth it? We'll go look at that in just a second, Jadabath, and thank you for the super. No, no! God's blood. Perfumer, get in there. You, I just wanted to look at and stash some gear on temporarily so I can actually play the game. Ah! If you live in Australia, this might be triggering. Little spooter crawling all over me. Spider Wolf. Now that's Mr. Wiggly. He's down here eating bugs. I appreciate him, but I don't appreciate being climbed on. Okay, not exactly fast, but it does it, and that's all that matters. Not really, Pepper. Some people do that, right? It's the very, very free to play. It's like, hey, you know, a buck's a buck. I'm gonna go for my stuff. But yeah, you're giving up a lot of gear to chase those mystics, but really the only other legitimate way to farm them is rotating the secret shop, which is mind-numbingly boring. The pack, the Mola, 7-day Mola pack for Jaldabath. Let's see here, pack. Is it under optimal? Chicken pack. 30 bucks. 35, 36, 38, 38 Mola for 30 bucks plus some Kata chests. It's not bad. $1 per Mola, so it's a little bit better Mola for you than Mola is generally $1 to $1.50 a Mola, so its value is decent if you need Mola. Same situation here. That's 75 mola for 50 bucks. It's a lot better value here, but it's more expensive. It just depends, right? Mola is something you get naturally. You get like 30 to 35 mola a month just by existing free to play, sometimes more depending on what events are going on. And this is letting you kind of get 2 months worth of mola in 1 week. So it's catch up, right? It's nothing account changing or account bending. It's just going to let you play the game faster, get into it quicker, build your units faster. So is it worth it? Well, it just depends on where your account's at. If you're at a point where mola is what is your bottleneck, then yeah. But if you're at a point where gear is your bottleneck and mola's just, it's annoying, but it's not really slowing you down, then I would focus on a better return on investment. This right here is the best value for leafs in the game. You'll get more leafs from this $10 than you will get from the Burning Passion packs, but remember that the Burning Passion packs are instant satisfaction as opposed to having to wait an entire month for them to pay out. Wait for week 2 carrot event on the Mola boxes? True. You know what? Let's go buy some packs. So if you guys are wanting to spend a little something in the game, exclamation point Huawei for the instructions on how to do this. But let's fire up AppGallery and go buy some leafs. So the exclamation point Huawei will show you how to the how-to videos and the links to install this. Thank you, Beardy. Packs in Algeria are expensive. Fair. But this might help you a little bit. So let me see if I've got any this big. Let me see if there's any coupons I could use here. Promotion. No, later. Promotions. I gotta rotate this into landscape mode. Road to Glory. These are your coupons right here. They're very excited about the World Cup over there in Europe, as you can imagine. 20% off coupons. Yeah, the limited mystics expire in June. You're good to go. Okay, okay, I got 14 soccer balls right now, so I don't have enough soccer balls to get anything yet. So let's just go back in and fire up Epic 7 and get some stuff. That's a dirty cleaver. Should I get ML Bologna? Hang on, I gotta hide the screen for a second so I don't dox myself here. Bologna is more turn 2 standard anti-cleave than she is cleave. Architect Leica is more of a cleave unit, but she's not used that much anymore. Specimen says he's one of those units that should be good, but just isn't. You only really use him in Trial Constellations. Any info about when Brawl and Vampire Survivors game mode will be in season? Brawl will probably come back soon. The Vampire Survivor was a special mini game, and if anything, maybe around like Halloween, maybe October, but don't know. Okay, so I'm on my Huawei instance, and all my packs should now be in Ukrainian dollars. Let's go buy some stuff. What do I need? None of these look good. Value growth. Nothing here super exciting for me. Lexi summons. Because I set my region as Ukraine, it gives me the best prices. I'm good on mystics, actually. I don't need any of those. Okay, fuck it. Let's just, I can't buy that till I bought the other two. That's right. Anything else fun to buy in here? I'm just going to get this just to buy something and to summon, right? So pick this up here. And I'm going to hide my secret code. Can't let you guys see my secret code. Okay. And there we go. And that pack is now in my box. Stuff, things. Now, while I'm here, though, let's go back to the app gallery. Now I got 33 soccer balls because I made that purchase, so I can get a 10% off coupon. So I'm going to claim that. Okay, and we can go back to the game. Now let's see. Let's go get a Burning Passion pack. All right, we'll buy this one right here. Look at that. Because I have got a 100 UH coupon and this thing only costs 99.9, I get this pack for free. It still makes me enter my secret code. Second. There we go, guys. Buy one, get one free. And what's nice is even though I didn't use all the coupon, it remembers that you still had some coupon you didn't use. So even though this is $29.99, it's still going to apply that 1 cent I have left and make it $29.98. You don't have to worry about losing any part of your coupons. You get to keep it. So it winds up being about 20 to 30% off, depending what promo they're running. And depending where you live and the value of the dollar and exchange rates like that. So, and everything that you purchase, every new purchase you make counts as points over here. See, I just went up to 14 soccer balls. I need 6 more euros spent to kick it up a notch. And let's go ahead and pick this bad boy up here. So guys, I am sponsored for Huawei, but I get paid whether or not you use this service or not. They just want me to let you know about it. The service sells itself. I've been using this for years. It's completely legal, and it has saved me, God help me, thousands of dollars on this game. So don't leave money on the table. It is free cash. Instead of paying $10 for that pack, I wound up paying like $7 or $8. Do they stack? Yes. Yes, I have made so many purchases that I've gotten $100 purchases for free with all the coupons I have. Now, do be aware that when they reset these prizes every so often, and if you don't use it, you're going to lose it kind of situations can happen. So make sure you are using your coupons. On June 30th, a new promo will come out with new rewards, and any coupons you may have had in your box will go away. But the nice thing about these coupons is they're not just for Epic 7. They're for any purchase made in the app gallery. So if you have other games installed, through AppGallery. And I mean, it's just like Google Play Store or Apple's iTunes Store. They've got tons and tons of games. Unfortunately, they don't have CZN yet, unless they recently added. Damn. They keep teasing me that they're planning to add Chaos Zero Nightmare, and if they do, holy crap. But you know, any other games that you may play, you can use the coupons from that game to purchase things in other games and vice versa. How popular is Epic 7 on the AppGallery? I don't know, but I know Huawei phones are the most sold phones in the world. And Huawei phones run off of AppGallery. So anyway, that is my spiel on AppGallery. Exclamation point. AppGallery will show you an instructional video that'll walk you step by step on how to install it and links on how to put it in there. And I just walked you through how to make it work. The only thing in that video it'll talk about Turkey having really, really good exchange rates. Turkey no longer does. Use Ukraine. Ukraine better now. That's it, guys. Let me exit out of that. And of course, this is going to be bitchy that I logged into another device. And yes, right now, emulator only. It uses the built-in VPN in most emulators, and that's how it gets around the country code issue. What's my playstyle in PvP? Cleaver aggro. Is this illegal? No. Working exchange rates has always been legal. Oh, and that's the other nice thing. If you live here in the States, Huawei doesn't collect sales tax. So if you're paying tax on your purchases, no more tax. Immediate discount. Emulators have VPNs automatically. No, but you can change the country code setting on them. A lot of them do. I have had one person say he got it to work on his Huawei phone, but I've never tried it. It's still 30% total in Turkey. Is it? Interesting. Okay. I was, last time I checked, Turkey's exchange rate was 1-to-1 with the US dollar. They had upped it, so maybe they reduced it down. I'll have to look again and see. And yes, this is how little Smilegate cares that you're doing this, guys. If you go check your frames and you go all the way to the bottom of the frames section, you'll find an AppGallery tournament where they did a collaboration with AppGallery to promote this service and did a huge tournament centered around promoting this service to the point where the tournament gave out frames. The rarest frame ever. It really kind of is, right? So yeah, there's no worry about having your account sanctioned or getting any nasty grams. There's nothing illegal or shady about it. What is the survey? So I posted a YouTube thing a few days ago asking people what their what they would like to see in a collaboration for Smilegate, for Epic 7, and a lot of people answered, but where did it go here? Posts. Yeah, here we go. A lot of people answered, but there was like 187 comments, and most of them were like, why not this collab? Why not that collab? Why not I like this collab better, etc., etc. And it's like, yeah, YouTube only lets me poll up to 4 options. You literally can't do these for more than 4 options at a time, which is a little limiting. So I thought, let's go ahead and do a full ass survey. And we'll put it up to the community for like a week, and I'll let you guys vote on it. I'll let you guys help me craft it, and then we'll send it up to Smilegate and say, hey, Smilegate, this is what the community's feeling, so maybe start leaning on these IPs. Maybe make something happen. No promises, no guarantees, but it's kind of nice to let them have their finger on the pulse of what we want for a collaboration. So, which collaboration would you like to see most in Epic 7? Let's go for it, guys. So, give me a collaboration. What ones do you guys want? I'm going to start it off with Jujutsu Kaisen collab. And I'm going to go ahead and put all 4 of these in here. I don't know why I'm copying and pasting. I couldn't spell Jujutsu, but or Kaisen. I can spell Bleach collab and Naruto collab. Naruto's colon. Yikes. collab. And who's the other one that was over there? Solo leveling. I'm gonna not type the word collab 10,000 times. Okay, what do you guys want? I see One Piece. Okay, Dragon Ball. That's kind of crazy, but sure. Dragon Ball. Are we really doing Fairy Tale? No accounting for taste, I guess. I'm playing Eminence and Shadow. Fate for sure. I'm just kidding. There's so damn many fates. There probably is a fate for sure, right? I'm not going to do like all the fates, right? We got solo leveling. Wait. Oh, we accidentally deleted solo leveling. Weird. Okay. Yo, Monster of Doom, thank you for the sub. Attack on Titan, huh? Okay. That's kind of, that'll be weird with our animation style. Konosuba, I love it. We're not going to put Redo of Healer on the list, guys. Near. I'm not going to bother putting Final Fantasy on there because Square Enix doesn't collab outside of their own circle. Hololive's neat. Demon Slayer, sure. Is Demon Slayer one or two words, guys? Is it Demon Slayer or Demon's Lair? That's a very different anime, I think. Oh, After My Own Heart. Give me frickin' power. I want power in Epic 7. Mushoku Tensei? I'm about it. Fire Force, really reaching into the distant past, honey. You guys keep... Okay, Persona's on there. JoJo? Okay. Fine, fine. Battle Cats. You guys ain't right. You guys ain't right. We got One Piece already. Soul Eater? Soul Eater? Okay. We got Dragon Ball. Oh, man, Beardy, I would love it. Would love it. I'm not gonna lie, Anime Dave, that's one of my personal favorites. It would be a little bit odd for our game. I think that would be better for Chaos Zero Nightmare, but I'm for it. Okay, I can already tell you Asta's kit, right? He screams really loud and it's so fucking annoying that he has a taunt effect and everybody's reverse provokes into him. He's the first taunt unit in the game. I've never heard of that one. Is it Good Cookie? Do any Helsing. Octopath Traveler. I know. Sue would really like that. There's zero chance we would ever be able to collab with Pokemon, so I'm not even gonna put it on there. Castlevania. Code Geass. G-E-A-S-E? Did I butcher that? Geass. Thank you. There you go. Wasn't Fate collab rumored around 2 years ago? No. Fate collabed with Genshin, I believe. Genshin or Star Rail. I think Star Rail, right? Yeah, collab with Raid Shadow. Oh, Don Machi, hell yeah. What is it? Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? Isn't that what it's called? Hang on. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Some people might know it by one, not the other. I know if Loki was here, he'd vote for that stupid vending machine one. Leisure Suit Larry, you're showing your age, Beardy. ain't nobody knows what Leisure Suit Larry is, but I'd be about it. Leisure Suit Larry's insane. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Is it Ghoul or Ghoul? Yeah. I thought so. Do we really want One Punch Man in this game? You know what? Fair. Man, you keep punching this and I don't even know what it is. Damn it, computer. High School DxD. No, I've never watched it. And we got Hunter x Hunter up here already. It was a fan-made anime that's going to kind of be hard to hard to collab with it, right? A lot of these seem very impossible. A lot of these are very impossible, and we're probably going to go back and cleanse a few of them out of here. Oh, Steins Gate. How do we miss Steins Gate? Oh, Grim Reaper. Let's go. They aren't going to do reruns, so I'm not going to bother doing reruns. Got Castlevania up here. Astro Boy. Spice and Wolf. We've already got a Spice and Wolf unit in the game, though. But sure. It was a cute one. Wholesome. We got Madoka. Edge Runner's art style is so specific. I think Edge Runners is like Attack on Titan. I'm not sure how it would translate super good into E7. How could you, I mean, how could you maintain that art style in what we do? Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes without saying, right? We already have Nier. Oh, for fuck's sake. Good call. Don was goated. DMC is very, very pissy with copyrights. I don't know. I'll put it in there, but I think that might be right up there with like trying to get, you know, Pokemon to collab. It would just be really hard. I'm not going to bother to put in other gacha games, guys, like Uma Musume and stuff, because like Wendy's doesn't collab with Burger King. You don't see gacha games collaborating with other gacha games. Limbus and Arknights did it. It's incredibly rare, and it's usually only when they're in the same family. It's incredibly rare. Is it Madoka Magic? I thought it was Madoka Magica. Am I butchering that? Yeah, thought so. I think it's a pretty good list, guys. It is a long list. Should we prune it down? Elden Ring, again, is a very unique art style, which would not translate well into Epic 7. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so obviously we're not getting rid of JJK, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. As much as I'd like to get rid of Fairy Tail, we're not getting rid of it. Eminence, Fate, Solo Leveling. Do we get rid of Attack on Titan? I mean, obviously the Titans would be bosses, but we could still get the characters from it. So I think it would be one that they could do successfully. Everybody's saying yes. Is there anybody who feels we should keep Attack on Titan, or is it just a waste to put it in here? Imagine Mikasa, yeah. I think anybody that sold the rights to have their stuff be done on Netflix is possible. No, they would never transform into Titans. It would just be the characters from Attack on Titan. Okay, we'll move it down and consider it later. Near is damn near impossible. Damn near impossible. Holy shit, I'm accidentally funny. Just because of the way Smoggate does collabs, but we'll leave it in there. Hololive, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man. Can we remove Persona? Can we just remove Persona? Everybody knows why we don't want a Persona collab, right? Anybody not in the know? Anybody not know why we don't want a Persona collab? Every game, I think with the exception of one, every game that has ever collabed with Persona has EOS within a year. Like, they just, it is like the freaking curse. It's like a cursed item. Everybody gets it, they're all excited about it, and then the game dies. That's why I went, because I guess I just want this game to die. I'm removing Persona. I know you guys love it, and it is great, but I like Epic 7, and I don't want it to EOS, and I don't want to jinx it. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, right? Adventures. JoJo's Bizarre, and I can't spell Bizarre, evidently, either. Okay, are we really leaving Battle Cats in? How are we going to actually do a Battle Cats collab unless the collaboration is for some pets? Does anybody take issue with me getting rid of Battle Cats? Anybody? I know they do a lot of collabs, but would it really work with Epic 7? I'm removing it, and if you think I should put it back, then spam it in chat, I guess, but I don't think it belongs there. Wait a minute. Where'd solo leveling go? I swear we had solo leveling in here. Yeah, it's right here. Solo leveling. It's in there, guys. It's in there. Don't panic about it. What the fuck even is Battle Cats? I wish I could show you, but hang on. It's not it. Here, I will get DMCA'd to oblivion. I mean, I'm not talking about demonetized. I played this and I got a text message saying, pull the video, we strike your channel. So, go check out that video on your own. It's fucking hilarious. They even got Amelie to do it. And she's basically doing the entire Evangelion theme song, but she's meowing the entire time. It's all done with meows. It's fucking hilarious. But I just don't think it belongs in E7, guys. I'm sorry. I'm pulling my I'm playing my card. I'm not gonna have it. Fire Force and Makoshu Tensei. I don't think they're going to get as many votes, but we'll let some people who love them go ahead and run them. Hunter x Hunter, I think it's too old. Soul Eater, I have never. What the fuck even is Soul Eater? Does it have waifus? Okay, I'll allow it. Any chance to get Triss and Yennefer in this game animated, I'm about. I would love to see this game turn its art team towards those people. I know they're not anime, and I would love them to be. I think all these are fine. Don Machi, definitely. This would be on my top 5 list, to be honest with you. Tokyo Ghoul, sure. Street Fighter and Tekken. How are we feeling about Street Fighter? Do we really want Chun-Li in here with Hua Young? Baki no Pico, it's down at the bottom. It's My Hero Academia. Oh wait, that's Boku no Pico. Baki. Baki the Grappler? A 90s manga? It's got some Megalobox kind of vibes to it. Is it really worth putting on the list, guys? It's ridiculous, I swear. Okay, people are saying not Baki, so for real, Tekken and Street Fighter, do they stay on or go off? Do we leave fighting games on? I mean, we already got Guilty Gear. Do we want to keep going down this road? Don't say it won't fit. Guilty Gear, no to both, off to both. Off. Remove. Okay. Boop and boop. We're leaving Calcero. What about Ruby? We leaving Ruby on, guys? This was fan-made. How can we collaborate with something that was fan-made? I'm going to remove it because there's no IP to collaborate with. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'll do this. Some fighting game. There you go. That'll satisfy it. Bayonetta is 100% impossible. Fair. My Hero Academia. Really? I mean, really? I mean, it was a fun ride, but really? The Frog Tongue Girl? Leave it. Remove, leave. Okay. It's got enough fans. Kaiju 8 stays. Spice and Wolf's kind of wholesome. That's too relevant. Don stays. Okay. Is there anybody else that we want to put in there? Remove MHA. The fans are the worst. I would agree. We got Chainsaw Man up there. The case study of Vanitas has waifus. It's tough because you guys are banging out ones I haven't seen yet. Ooh, it's steampunk. What do you think? Worth putting on? It looks very vampire, yes. Okay, fine. Yeah, Bleach is literally the top of the list. It's just like the number 2 option. It's an old one, but sure. Ragnar, R-A-G-N-A-R-A-G, Ragnarok. I think that's spelled right. Are you guys happy with this list? It's a long-ass list. Maybe I'll find a way to let people vote for like 3, right? I'll look into it and see if there's a way people can pick like their 3 favorites. I'll have to Google how to do that on a survey. Remove High School DxD. Any defenders of High School DxD? Where the fuck is it? Okay, guys. High School DxD is on the chopping block. No, don't. Yeah, remove it. Keep it. Base choice. It stays, it stays, it stays. But yeah, I can't believe we've been doing this for like 30 minutes and not a single one of you said Death Note. Remove them all except Bleach. This is just like shit to do for fun, guys. Death Note too old? You gonna say Death Note too old in the same breath you said fucking keep My Hero Academia? Ain't no way. Is Death Note possible? Almost none of these are possible. This is just like for some community engagement and to let Smilegate know what we're interested in and, you know, to maybe help point them in a right direction. I just read Grand Blue and said right blue direction. Grand Blue has its own gacha game, so I'm not even gonna put it on there. If it's got its own successful gacha game, it's not gonna happen. Freakishly, we do have Fire Force already on here. Weird animation style to want in this game, but there you go. Oh, Sword Art Online. You know what? Sure. That's old, but it's got enough fans, it's kind of hard. So Final Fantasy could happen. Final Fantasy almost never collabs outside of the Square Enix sphere. So I would say no. That's collabing with Final Fantasy, collabing with Pokemon, collabing with just about anything Nintendo driven, collabing with anything Disney. These are going to be kind of outside of our financial abilities, much less our size capabilities. Remember, we're a top 100 gacha game, but we're only a top 100. We're not a top 10 gacha game. Solo leveling is in there. Berserk. What do you think about Berserk? Berserk's a fucking amazing anime. Dark as hell. Solo leveling has its own gacha. Is it a successful gacha? Is it a top 100 gacha? It's not a top 100 gacha. Please remove High School DxD. It's really hurting your heart that it's on there, isn't it, Ahmed? Yeah, again, Berserk seems to be something that would be a Chaos Zero Nightmare collab, not an E7 collab. What's the survey about? It's something to do. There was nothing to fucking do today, so I thought we would just geek out about what collaborations we would like to see. Ragna Crimson, huh? Y'all feeling it? Peak anime? You get your wish. Not that one, it sucks. Dude, I think that time we got reincarnated as a slime sucks, but everybody else loved it and I got to enjoy it because of that. So I don't care if we get a collab that I hate. As long as it's a collab that the community is excited for, I'll queue off of that excitement. It was below okay. What did I say? I said slime was terrible. How do I hate slime? For those of you who have not watched Reincarnated as a slime, here it is. I'm dead. I'm a slime. I'm fighting a strong monster, but I'm a really strong slime. Now the monster's dead. Now I'm fighting another monster, but I'm a really strong slime. Now that monster's dead. Now I'm fighting another monster, but I'm a really strong slime. Now that monster's dead. Elf boobies, elf boobies, elf boobies, genocide. Now I am a really, really, really strong slime, and that monster is dead. Elf boobies. And then Demon Lord Malim shows up, and we actually start to get a decent anime there. I saved you the first 24 episodes of Slime, so just now that you've heard this, jump straight to episode 24, and it starts being a good anime. Everyone's like, oh, but it's world buildings. I don't need 24 episodes of world building. That is the exact same thing. It's like fucking watching Harry Potter. He can't fail. His plot armor is so thick that it's boring. I hate that collab. It is god awful. The characters are not enduring. The hero is a fucking psychopath, and not in a fun, enjoyable way. He's a psychopath in the most boring way possible. I found myself rooting for the evil humans because they were at least interesting. They had a chance at winning and then didn't. God, that anime sucks. And then you get into the later seasons, and even the people who liked that shit anime says that it sucks in the later seasons. I'm like, well, I got no motivation to watch that further. But you know what, when the collab hit, it was so many people's favorite collab, and they were so hyped and excited for it that I was there for it. I enjoyed the party. So just because there's a collab on this list you hit, or you hate, don't freak out. It's okay. As long as enough people are enjoying it, you can ride the hype train. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Nobody likes my take on Slime, but that's how I felt about it. It took 3 attempts to watch that anime, and the only one that actually got me all through the first 24 god-awful episodes was the fact that we were having a collab, and I did it as required reading. Eminence and Shadow is there. You're good. Now back to the Elf Booba. Yeah, the Elf Booba, it got good there for a little bit. Yeah, Nier is on here. Yeah, any of the Fates. I'm not going to do Fate Stay Night, Fate Cold Out, Fate I didn't get any last night. There's so goddamn many, just going to put all of them in there. I agree Berserk would be amazing, but I still think it doesn't mesh well with Epic 7's style. ReZero, they've already done it. I'm not going to put in reruns in there. Fate, I'm sad tonight. Fate, not this again. Fate 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I put Witcher on there. I know the art style is different, but any chance to send the Epic 7 art team after drawing Yennefer and Triss? Yeah, we got SAO and Kogias. They're already on there. Grand Summoners collab? Oh, God. Can we not do one with children? Can we not? Do we really, really need Spy X Family in there? The mom is hot as hell, but come on, you know they're just going to give us Young Senya too. Ironically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would collab great with Chaos Zero Nightmare card game, right? Yeah, Yor would be awesome, Monster. I agree, Yor would be awesome, but Eminence and Shadows on the list. We removed Persona, and you all know why. Fuck it. I just want to see how many people vote for EOS. We do have JoJo's in there, which would be an absolutely wild anime for E7 to get. I think I can think of no more fun time than JoJo's. Persona stays. I mean, Persona can stay. We can get the collab, and then I guess we have to find something else to play. I guess we're all freaking Summoners Wars players after that. You already got a Tristen Wolf collabs back in January. I misspell it. I think JoJo's would be amazing. Okay, guys, now that we're on the list, put your personal biases aside. Put your this one had my favorite waifu, or this one was transformative to me when I was growing up, or this one was the thing that really got me hooked on enemies. Just try to push all that to a side for a minute and think objectively. Which one of these do you feel would be the best for Epic 7? Which would bring in the biggest community, the most spenders, get the general community as a whole hyped and excited? Which one do you think would be the best for us? Bleach, Fate, Naruto or Fate, Power Rangers, JJK, Bleach, One Punch Man. I think some of you guys aren't being honest with yourselves. I think we've got Fate on here just because it can't really be a tier list without Fate. But I think we all know that we can't afford Fate. We ain't big enough to get Fate. I think right now it's probably, you know, if you had hit me up 2 years ago, I would have said it was Hololive. Not the collab I would have wanted, but it would have brought in the most people with the most advertising and the most loyal fan base. Now I'm not so sure. Hololive's kind of fallen pretty hard. But yeah, Bleach, JJK, those would be huge. I think One Piece would be really good for the game because it would bring a lot of normies in because of the Netflix episodes that are going on. I think we'd get a lot of cross-pollination from people that never even considered Epic 7 before. Fullmetal Alchemist and ReZero are bigger than Fate. I think that is a wild take. Fullmetal Alchemist was probably one of, and arguably the best anime ever, but it's an anime that a lot of current fans' parents watched. It's not in its day and on history, sure, but as far as like current Cyberpunk Edge Runners collab, I didn't see that added. Again, the art style doesn't really work. I think it would be very hard to get in to this game, and I think if anything, it would mesh better with CZN. Edge Runners has a very unique art style, right? So how do you, how do you get this kind of an art style into Epic 7 without kind of destroying its look? It'd just be tricky. And we already have Urban Shadow Shoe, right? But yeah, I don't know how we could successfully do it. Evo would be great. I love me some Evangelion. Okay, guys, I will just kind of put a pin in this for right now because I want to see a way to allow people to pick 3 so we can get some ranked choice voting going, right? Because otherwise people are just like, oh, it's just Bleach. I'm just going to vote Bleach because everybody votes Bleach. You know, this way people can be like, you know what? I can pick my 5 favorites or my 3 favorites and we can get a really good spread. But I got to find a way to allow multiple answers. And I'll probably have to Google how to do that. I might have to use a different survey site, but thanks for helping me put this together. If you are freaked the balls out that I have left off an anime and you think I am sinning by not having it on the list, join my Discord, discordwulf.com, and shoot me a DM, and I'll add it after the fact. Can you check Claymore? Sure. Why does everybody look like an ML5 skin? Everybody looks like an ML5 skin. In a land with only one hair color. Okay, not gonna lie, the art style's pretty fucking cool. Do I need to add this to my list of shit to watch? It's so underrated. Okay, I'll add it to my list of things to watch. Idol collabs like Espa, please. Like Espa, so Blackpink and those are tough. You see, the Espa collab, Espa was like peaking when we collabed with them, and it did not do well for a collab. It brought in people who didn't spend, and that was the only time we've ever had a collab where the revenue line was just like a flat line. It didn't spike up at all. We do have K-pop Demon Hunters in there, so there you go. There's your pop band / anime rolled into one. And people are already DMing me. All right. God damn, what were we doing? Here, help me do Guild Wars. Okay, I'm now all for a Bleach collab. We're just going to remove everything that's not Bleach from the list. You know what? Rising of the Shield Hero should fucking be on there. Why? How did we get through that entire list and not a single person said Shield Hero? That is crazy. Put Bofuri on there and just have the world's strongest tank forever. Just like she can never be killed. Permanent Bossarunka. She's a sexy cat. Yes, she is. Because Shield Hero is Garbo? No, it's not. It's not on my top 10 list, but it was a good watch. Okay, big tower, big tower. What'd you do, Byakko? Funny. Just murdered him. Okay, easy, easy. Wow, you really tried to cleave through Freerin and Ruel and Boss. I think I see Byakko's problem here. His strays sucks. Let's cleave him like we should. We kill this. We kill this. We kill this, she comes back. That's the problem. That's why it didn't work for Byakko. What if we, I'll come back to that. Let me... I did the same thing with my offense, except my strays cut in half. I've got a pretty good chance my strays could double tap that Ruel, but I've run into situations where it's not quite worked out that way, so don't want to give myself any headaches I don't need. This, then we just gotta deal with that. Hecate Ahmed strays, then Freerin solos this. Freerin would at least get one shot off and kill my strays and Ahmed for next time around. Didn't we just talk earlier about when is Witch Tenebria good? And this is a situation where Witch Tenebria is really, really fucking good. I like what Kev Strife cooked, and if that guy is still here who wanted to see when Witch would have a place, I think we found it. Let me see. There's no debuffers really, so I can use the fast rat. It's the faster rat. Fast rat, are you missing gear? You're not, but you got good damage. And belly in, belly out. Excuse me. Bottom Noto solo, boring. We want to use Witch. Just in case. Steal from Mr. Notos. Hey, Kiss Disco, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, man. I appreciate you. Pop. I feel like I'm losing hope in my body and my soul and the sky. They look so Why did I burn? Because the strip was guaranteed. Whoosh. Yeah, those of you who wanted near, here's your near cover. Don't fucking kill me. When did Xeno get good? When they gave him a buff that counters that monstrosity on the right. Ow. That's a tough call. That is a tough call. I think between them all, I would lean towards getting Salame. Which is pretty cool, but rough, man. Rough call. Really sad we didn't strip this. I'm gonna go for the provoke. If I S1 and got the apocalypse, I think I would have killed Freerin, but I think we're good. I think we're good. My witch is going to pass that Freerin. Like a boss. What mode is this? This is Guild Wars. Ruptured. Freaking rocket punch Bossarunkas. Ain't they the worst? Counter. Surprising. Salame comes out on the 23rd, correct? Right after maintenance. Where is my 100% counter set, guys? Where is my 100% counter set? Yeah, with the double defense break, that Freerin revive is fucking scary as hell. Giant rat gun. The first couple of summons. Ah, shit! We didn't cut. The first couple of summons on on Salame will be discounted. They won't be discounted the way the current banners are discounted, but they'll still be discounted. Giant rat gun! Yeah, it's not a 40% off, guys. It winds up being like, it's like 1 free 10 pull, the discounted summons. No candle on Ruel. No, it's probably in Idols. Idols Ruels are fucking everywhere. Let's kill this one off. Yo, Elf Mage. Thank you for the raid, brother man. Are you fighting tonight or tomorrow or next week? Two weeks? I'm rooting for you, buddy. Thank you for the raid, man. I hope you had a good stream. We just geeked out over a whole bunch of animes, so if anybody wants to weigh in, we're going to do a what collaboration would you like to see next anime tier list? No, not tier list, anime survey to send up to Smilegate. Both Vic and Elf in 2 weeks. Awesome. Why is your Rand too fast? Is he too fast? I don't know. I guess he just... His name is Ran. How can he not be fast? Thanks for that episode, Farm Team. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So we don't get a 4-star ML in a while. When was the last 4-star ML? Dude, that guy said they ran out of content. That was fucking hilarious. Okay, let's use Bellion number 2. And we can't really use Witch to lock it down, so let's just be absolute nerds and lock them down with Sinful Angelica or Briar. Do we use Briar here? I think we can just use Briar here. Yeah, I know, my Witch is dead. I was going to use Singelica. Wait, which one are you? Oh, you know what? Injury, that's kind of fucking hilarious. That'll go well with Rat. Can you see my Hecate? Yeah, she's not super high end, but she gets the job done. I think she should be a little bit faster. My Xeno? Okay, he's just wearing 6 pieces of gear though. Make him fast and tanky to survive. Give him a book. It's not a lot to Xeno. You're picking him for his effect and nothing else. The one that lets her stay alive. How am I farming the carrot events? Otherworldly hunts? Otherworldly hunts and adventure. Okay, top team. What are we doing here? This and this and this. This. Okay, so this isn't going to work. We could... Why don't we just Strays cleave the top team, guys? Why don't we just cleave it? My fastest unit? Right now it's Ran. I don't have my fastest gear on him, but I've got the gear on him that gets the job done. No! Damn it. You guys ever have one of those days? Into this, 2S3 into this. You can S3. She keeps people from reviving. I think this is fine. I'm sure this is fine. My Hecate is bulkier and slower. Is that wrong? Depends how you're playing. I play fast and aggressively, so most of my stuff is fast and aggressive. Incoming! You cannot escape my sword. Ah. Bye, bad guys. What's your thoughts on the new ML Salame? I think Salame is going to be one of the best units of the game. Very future-proof and a lot of fun. That Fahrakin is fast. I should have seen that coming and sped up my bellion. We're going to eat a shot to the face here, guys. No Radiance buff? Yeah. Feared so. Milestone of Radiance is supposed to be around forever, so there's no reason to speed it up. Can you judge my strays? Your strays is bad and you should feel bad. Doesn't this artifact give you a whole bunch of crit chance that you're now significantly overcapped on? Shouldn't you like be running it like 85% if you're going to run this artifact and get more damage on them? Yeah, you're really overcapped on crit chance. I'd run Symbol of Unity on them if you're going to want to run a hit chance artifact. Don't counter me. Ow. This Ruel's gonna be a problem. What's mine look like? Can't show you, I'm in a fight. Strip. Fuck. Okay, we lose this one, guys. Giant. I gotta do it. Yeah, I have Divine. I'm trying to help them out to get some stuff for their tournament. They seem like some really cool guys. I hope they stick around. Okay, show me Apocalypse. Oh my god, this freaking Bellion is not on 3F. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Don't be on Candlestick. Don't be on Candlestick. Strip that bullshit. Ah, it's not fair. One more round. One more round of injury. And now hopefully the rat gun takes care of the rest. I should have S1'd. I don't know. I don't know if the pop damage will be enough. I hope it is. Giant rat gun! That's a good idea, Joe. That's a real good idea. Pop! Oh, shit! She still had her come back to life bullshit. Just don't bring back Freerin, okay? Can we be cool like that and not bring back Freerin? Can we? Very nice. Strip. Should I pick Sea Phantom Politis or top model Lulica? Which one can you build? Top model I think's a little bit better between the two, but she's probably a higher gear requirement. Ow, bye Bellion. Giant rat gun. Oh, son of a bitch, she lived. We really needed her to die from that. No, not the defense break 2. Ah! Giant rat gun! All right. Whew. Was never worried. Were you worried? I wasn't worried. Never has anybody worked so hard for a freaking Guild War win. You got that stupid pen. Oh, you want to see my strays? This is my my Carly and Cleave strays where I'm aggro pushing them with Ahmed. I use this mostly in Guild Wars and every once in a while in RTA, but rarely. And this is my faster strays for just general like 4 or 5 pick purposes when I need a threat. Smilegate should delete Ruel. We just find somebody else to hate. Yeah, this one's definitely a more usable strays for RTA, but the full nuke strays is where you want to go if you want to do things like one-shot Setskas on misses. What's your strat on selling, extracting, farming gear? If I'm below 10 million gold, I sell everything. Above 10 million gold, I extract otherworldly breach stuff 100%, and beyond that, I sell red gear and extract purple gear. Where's Bellion 3F? Bellion 3F is on... it's on this Bellion. And it's on this Bellion. But I only had 2, so this Bellion got Elbrus. My bad. Bologna good on Notos, but not so much into Freerin. I'm not a huge fan of Notos into this girl either. Although we could freaking... just be assholes about it. You guys wanted a good Notos fight, right? And who else do we take? She's going to go first. She's going to push up Ross, so we might as well just take Moon Bunny, just so that the Ross can't do anything. And then we notice up and kill everything, right? Yeah, you think that? And we could do Ilanov too. Ilanov cucks Ross too. Wait. We go with the damage Ilanov and have her be a sub DPS and help out. Because I don't think there's a lot over there. I don't think there's a lot over here we're tanking up against. Yeah, let's just use the damage Ilanov. Wait, is that the damage Ilanov? Yeah, it's the damage Ilanov. Okay, might be a 3F Ross. It could be. It could be. Top team is not going to work. Why Illy? Pen resistance so that Ross's S3 doesn't do shit. Renak, Hecate, Green Vildred. Renak, Hecate, Green Vildred. Don't we just die to free Rin if we do that? Say it again, I muted you. Penetration resistance by 30%. Luna Ras Yulha? Luna Ras Yulha. How do we kill? Luna doesn't stop this. It'll let us blow up this, but the Nodos still goes in. This is the first time I've ever used all three of my Bellions. What do you think? Will this work? What's the third Bellion for? For when the other two Bellions die. Renak, Hecate, Young Senya. I still worry about Freerin taking things out. Let's just run this. Oh, Aki! Aki would have been so good. Man. Pushing her back doesn't really do much for us. Let's just steal some from this guy. Bye, Nodos. Why would you put Nodos in the front on this team, guys? I'm overwhelmed by this buff event. What's a more important use of energy for a new player? I want you to go to Google right now. And I want you to search Tristen Wulf Farm 2026. And there'll be a farm guide. What are the best places to farm in Epic 7 in 2026? Watch this video. And if you still aren't sure where you should dedicate your energy, hit me up on Discord and DM me. We'll look at your account and figure it out. But I think this is probably the most important video I've ever put out as far as helping new players figure out where to spend their stamina, because it's a game of resource management. And so is, like, Epic, life in general, not just E7. It's a game of resource management. There's a link, by the way. You want to always spend on your biggest return on investment. And for some people, that's going to be gold. And for other people, it's going to be gear. And for some people, it's going to be charms and catalysts. And other people, that's going to be runes. And for some people, it's a little bit of both. And You really need to kind of figure out what your account needs the most to grow. What's your current roadblock? What are the things? You don't want to farm a shit ton of gear if you don't have the charms to level it. You don't want to farm a fuck ton of charms to level gear if you don't have the gold. You don't want to farm a bunch of gear and level gear if you don't have units that are missing the catalysts to level up. So that video will help you figure out where to focus your attention. Okay, Ross, show me what you got. How can I play this game so consistent for years? I wish I could do this. No, you don't. You just gotta hate your free time. Wow. Not gonna lie, even through the penetration res, that Ross hit like a fucking truck. We gotta get rid of this nerd. What's Discord? Is it like Reddit? Yeah, it's like a social media platform. It's just a good way to keep in touch with your guild and such. You only are going to S1. Let's get rid of this in case Mort dies soon. Nurse Yulha or ML Tenebria. If you've got that choice, you go with Yulha. I don't know how you're getting that choice, though. Aww. Bye, Russ. Everyone said, bye, Yulha. Can I link the survey? It's not done yet. We got most of the info for it kind of put together, but I want to find, I need to go in and find a way to allow you to choose more than one answer. I'll make a video on it and link it and everything for later. It's just a little for fun survey. It's not an official Epic 7 thing. It's just a little fan-driven fluff thing for us to pass some time until the 23rd rolls out and we've got more story. Yeah, Nurse is insane. She is arguably the strongest, top 3 strongest units in the game right now. I pulled Bellion while we were talking. Play standard aggro. How should I build it? I think my most used Bellion for aggressive playstyles is my fast Bellion. Unfortunately, if you just pulled her, you don't have access to her Tour de Force artifact. So right now you're just using her as kind of a aggro or as a stealing souls unit. So I would consider building her on counter set to help spam her strips, give her enough effectiveness to help spam some strips and enough bulk, and then either run her on Arius or on Elbrus Ritual Sword. You could also do the injury Elbrus version. That gives you some additional kits, but right now you're running her just for her ability to prevent the enemy from getting souls. When you eventually get 3F, running a fast one or a high damage one can be very aggressive. But most of the time, people want to use that as an RTA, and one of the nice things is Epic 7 gives you these loner units. A lot of people don't know about them. Click those gear cog down here and turn on the hero support system, and you can click on this helmet to look at them. And I mean, they got like a freaking ball-busting counter Crown of Glory Bellion. So if you want to have 2 kinds of Bellions in your pocket, you can build a fast one, and then you can have this one. So depending on what you're going into, oh, I'm fighting Harsetti, use this one. Oh, I'm fighting Freerin, use the fast one. Yeah, did you even know about the loner units? There's some bangers in here, guys. Look at this Harsetti. Look at this Ida. This is a really good Ida. Even the Lionheart's freaking amazing. There's a solid Diane, a really good Charlotte. That Moon Bunny's better than my Moon Bunny, and I'm kind of upset about it. So yeah, there's a lot of really good units to pick from in here, so don't sleep on the supporter hero units. And those change every season, so don't feel like just because it's a support you don't have to get it. You can only use those in ladder RTA. You can't use them in mock battles, and therefore you can't use them in tournaments. You can't use them in Guild War, but it takes some of the sting out of not having certain units. Want to see something disgusting? Look what I put together yesterday. Right before bed. Fuck you mean old? How do I get 3F? It's gone with the collab, correct. They do have a substitute artifact called Glorious Throne. Has the same effect, and we've been trying to get them to give us access to them. I think once the banner is more than 6 months old, you should be able to wish list it. We're really pushing for them to do that kind of stuff. But for right now, oh my god, I didn't get the defense break. Well, this was a one-shot, but I missed the defense break. But yeah, unfortunately, it might be a whole ass year before Glorious Throne comes back. How's the E7 player base now? Is it still really alive? The number of players that are in it are still the number of players that are in it. They're actually spending more. The game's thriving on that angle, but the number of new downloads has crashed hard. It's doing that for a lot of gacha games. New downloads are in the shitter because, you know, people aren't playing games as much. They're tightening their belts. The global economy's kind of freaky and weird. But, this new era updates brought in a lot of new players, so hopefully that pulls the nose up quite a bit. Are Smilegate ever going to make the friendship boost arties available to newer players? I put that in my monthly report to the CM, and he said he included that in the monthly report and sent it up to this team, that we'd really like to see the friendship and XP boosting artifacts just added to the guild shop. It's kind of shitty that newer players have zero access to do that. Fenris and Gala Lilius need buff. Gala got one recently, but I could see it. He has monthly reports, Joe, so I send him monthly reports to add to his monthly reports. I try to take a really active role in communicating between the needs of the population and Smilegate. Other content creators, like, I'm just making content, and that's how I'm doing things, and that's fine. It takes a whole ass village to raise the child that is Smilegate. Candle makes me bald. We were talking about what if they came out with an artifact that or an ability that is seal, but it's for artifacts. It just turns off artifacts. It's like, it would be Joe's most pulled on character or artifact ever. See artifact seal. I did, and I really liked it. Thank you so much for sending me the links. The Prison of Flesh was nice, but I really liked Oblivion. So I'm going to check out more. I can't believe I'd not seen it before. It's fucking amazing. Let's make a 5-star candle. Why not? I think the idea of something that seals artifacts is neat, right? Bring back riposte set farming. I mean, you just gotta go farm Rift. Which, by the way, those of you who hate the idea of farming Rift, and I'm right there with you, and you don't want to do it, make sure right now, all of the stuff you're farming from Breach, all the warfare sets, all of the what do you call it? All the warfare sets, all of the pursuit sets and everything. When you get this shit done, make sure you extract. I don't care how little gold you have. This is one of the situations where you extract. Oh. Ow. You get all this cool stuff, and anything you don't want to keep, you extract. No matter how good it is. Because you want the ability, after Breach is gone, and there's brand new sets out there, and the only way to get Warfare and Pursuit is to go and freaking farm Rift and hope that 25% of the time you get a Pursuit drop, and 25% of the time it's the gear piece you want, and of that percent of the time it's the right sub and main stats, oh my god, that would be fucking miserable. You want to be able to go to the steel workshop and say, you know what, I need speed boots that are pursuit, and you have got enough charms to craft your ass some pursuit boots. Weird, but I'll keep them. Okay? Do it. Make sure. These are shoes. Look at my shoes. Cookie, look at these shoes. Even for ER shoes. These are shoes. XDD. ER shoes. Close enough. We take it. Oh, wrong button. Wow. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. Oh, and guys, they're aware of this, right? If you go and you try to enhance a piece of gear, right? Especially if you're using only powder. 1.1 million gold. 704 powder, right? But if you use the bulk enhancement, 684,000. Even though it's, you know, a lot of it's because I'm using some charms. If I go in and use 5-in-1 charms and only 14 powder, it's still cheaper. And the reason for this is a couple of fold. First of all, powder is supposed to have a 66% tariff. It's supposed to be a lot more expensive to spend powder than it is to spend charms. And in the bulk enhancement, powder is not getting tariffed. There is no 66% increase, so it's a lot less gold, especially if you're doing it with powder. It's a lot less gold to use bulk, even if you're onesie-twosieing it. They already patched it today? Did they? Is that what the maintenance was this morning? Hang on, let me see. 5/1/14, 684. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14. $684. So they patched it already. Oh well, it's no longer cheaper. They fixed it. Is there a weekend buff event going on? Yes. You can always check in game. If you click on the little flaming wing on the side of your frame up here in the upper left corner, it'll show you what buffs are going on. And it's all buffs. It's not just it's not like runes today and hunts tomorrow. It's all buffs for all 3 days. So you got 3.5 days left of every buff in the game. Oh, yeah, they got rid of the red dot, too. Nice. About time. Bug that benefits players? That's not lasting long. Yeah, it's too bad. They really need to remove the 66% tariff on powder. It doesn't need to exist. There's no reason for it. I guess maybe they have it like that because they want to sell powder or charm packs, but not powder packs. Coins. Milestone is permanent. It's a permanent thing. It never goes away. We'll be doing Milestone well into the fall. And when most of us have reached level 150 in Milestone, guess what? There's extra spots down here for them to put more things in. Extend Milestone. They're going to continue to add on to this. You can tell because you can't possibly get enough coins to buy out the shop, especially if you're a new player. There you go. All right, my light was in front of the pin button. Okay, guys, bookmark that stove page and check back every single day. 5 leafs and a spectral core. It's like 8 cores and 40 leafs for free just by redeeming these codes every single day. Will there be a collab this year? Definitely, maybe. Possibly, for sure. Believe me, nobody wants to do collabs more than Epic 7. Nobody wants to do more Epic 7. Collabs bring in more new players, more money, more hype than any level of dash events, anniversaries, or limited units could ever bring. They're the lifeblood for re-kickstarting a game. The times when we've had the most fun with the most new players have been right after collaborations. So they're always looking for them. But understand, it takes like 6 months for Smilegate to create and craft units. So from the moment the collab talks start, there's a long period of time of making units, agreeing on things, making sure the timing is right. If somebody rolls up and says, hey, we got a anime releasing next month, you want to do a collab with us? Smilegate's be like, we'd love to, but we can't get this done in just a month. We need at least 5 months to minimum to get the units and story and voice actors and everything lined up. And they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll go some other direction then. Thanks, but no thanks. It's tough. Really tough to get a collab. Plus, we're not the juggernaut we used to be in the gacha space. We're a top 100 gacha game. Top 75 even. But we're not top 10. We're not top 20. So we can't exactly just like, roll into the other IPs and be like, okay, who wants to touch me? It's not the easiest thing in the world to find a collab that can work on an IP that can work on our timeline, where it's mutually beneficial, that wants to hitch their cart to our horse. There's a lot involved. You will never convince me we didn't have a Bleach collab in the works and that it fell through last year. And that shit just happens. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. No way to test, but I want to see Salame copy ML Aria, and then it costs 8 souls to burn. How do I fix my account? I downloaded the game at 2024, but I started playing it correctly in the last 5 months because of school. Do you have FreeRen? If you don't own FreeRen or any of the most recent ML5s like School Nurse Yoha or later, I would seriously consider just re-rolling. The amount of new stuff that new players get and how good the starter rewards are right now, it's so freaking fat. But if you've got like FreeRen or some of the more recent ML5s out there, then it might be worth just jumping in. But if you really, really, really want to try to like fix your account, go follow I'm_Sue, spelled TSU, I'm_TSU. Look for him when he goes live, especially today. Today he does an event called Fix It Friday, and he just sits there and tries to help people fix their builds, fix their units. And if you DM him, I'm sure he would spend some time with you in Discord helping you like fix your account. Yeah, bulk enhancement is fixed now. We just tested it and it was exactly the same in and out. I don't have FreeRen, but I do have Bossarunka and Renak built correctly. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Discord all the time. Jump in there with me and we can chit chat and work things out. Oh wow, that is kind of wild, Cookie. I just saw your DM. Joe, you were asking about these things. If some of you guys notice you have 2 different of these boxes, that's because these boxes are coded with an item number, and that item number will let you select from any of the sets that are currently in the game. Warfare and Pursuit got added later. It's even possible to have 3 of these boxes. You have the ones that were pre-Riposte Reversal and ones that were pre these. So you'll notice that when you use them, one's going to exclude Pursuit and the other ones don't. And it's just because they're coded with an item number and they can't go in and remove them from your account and put the new ones on. So they're just legacy leftover ones. You'll see the same thing with these too, where some of them don't have the Shards of Agony in them, because that's a newer edition. So there's really no difference between them. It's just that they are 2 separate items that do the same thing. Oh, you mean you got them recently from the perfume event? Ain't no way. I don't think so, because I bought them and I don't have them. What's the Black Mola? It's a souvenir. Souvenir from a darker time, from 2018, when you used to have to use Black Molagoras to level up a skill, and it took like 4, 8, 12 or 16. I think it used to take 4 red mola, and it took 4 regular mola to make a red mola, and it took 4 red molas to make a black mola. Oh my god, that was some dark frickin' time. Yeah, it used to cost well over 120 Molagora to skill up a unit. Good night, Cyril. That's a good idea, Joe, about reaching out to the Ethereum guys, see if they'll be on the podcast. I've been chatting with lots of them, trying to get some coupons and stuff for their tournaments, but yeah, it might be fun to have them on board. That's a really good idea. Baka's streaming now. We'll raid over into him in just a second. In fact, we'll do it right now. Is there anything else you got? Oh, somebody said any speed arena guides. I mean, the easiest thing in the world is find people who have Notos on their defense and take Fat Cat, Bologna, Maid, and Setska in there, and you can swap out Bologna with Afternoon Soak Flan, but Bologna's still better. You can actually run without Fat Cat, but it makes it more stable. Then you press this button down here, it says Quick Battle, and you push this button, and you get free points. Okay, that's the fastest way to climb, right? There are 1 or 2 defenses where you kind of get fuckered up on it. Maid can also be Notos if you have them. That's good. That's good. I mean, look, see my consecutive win rate? It's pretty fucking safe. The other one is you find any team that's got Renak on it. That as long as the Renak is not with Dragon King Sharoon, you find that team, and you take Moon Bunny, Summer Hua, Tharia, and Hecate, and you make sure Hecate's skills are turned off. This team doesn't need well, she does because of this, but Hecate's mostly here for free runs as well. And you push this button, and you get free points. And that's pretty much it. That walks you through fucking everything. The only other one that I got for you, and none of these are really conducive to that team. This one's dangerous, but we're going to try it. Is the Sharklet Battery. This is probably one of the most stable teams for the ones where you can't quick battle. And the reason I put Ahmed on this artifact is in case Setska's involved, it just increases my chances of going into Setska. This one you don't do on quick. Oh my god, what happened to you? Sachet Ethanes. I'm a little bit scared of that Bologna. And then you just S2. And then we S1. Blammo. Get some pop damage. It all depends on who you go into. Okay, we're good. We're going to S2 again into you. Smash. Pop. Well, S3 and kill this. And then we'll S1, 1 hit, 2 hits with a pop artifact, and 3 hits. That's 3 chunks of pop damage. There's no Freon in the world that can survive it. There you go. It claws through pretty much everything the first 2 don't claw through. And that's it. I got like dozens of other teams that are fun and everything, but really I just pretty much use these 3 and don't lose. But it does take gear and knowledge about what you're doing. It's not just like free rins. So free rin defense doesn't make her safe from splash damage. Correct. Splash damage goes right through her barrier. They don't rerun collaborations, so both new and old players end up leaving. I think this is the main reason why downloads are steadily declining, because players feel overwhelmed by being out of the meta and having incomplete collections. So players that like the game, mainly for its collaborations, but they can't collect those units and just leave. Smilegate's really good about putting about a 1-year timer on collaboration units. With the exception of free rin, are there any collaboration units that are good right now? There aren't. They all are pretty fucking mid. Some people are like, I can use Rimuru. Karena's still okay. It's like, you can use them. If you hold your mouth just right and get the perfect match and force it, yeah, Benimar is going to be good into some of the AI stupidity. Ainz is fun to cheese people with, but they aren't good. None of and Freerin is only about what, 7 months old, 6 months old right now. By the time a year has passed, she will be out too. She will be, it's hard to believe, but yeah, she will die off too. So they're pretty good about making collab units insane for about a year. So you have serious FOMO because all of them, Rimuru when he came out, anybody remember the Rem Violet meta? Remember what it was like playing Arena with Dizzy back in the day? Holy shit. They make collaboration units insane for a very short window, and then they phase them out. The artifacts are the bigger issue. The artifacts stick around forever, but they've come up with ways to fix the artifact issue to a point, but they're going to, they need to find a way to make them more accessible to new players. They're released on too slow of a schedule. I think whenever they do a custom summon, they should also do the special artifact summon. Yeah, exactly, Joe. So like the next one they do, that is the new artifact that replaces, I don't know, pick one, right? Whatever the new artifact is, they at the same time they run a custom group summon where you can select any of the old ones and summon for those and then pick them up from the shops, right? That would fix everything, right? So do a torn sleeve artifact, and then there's also a custom group summon with all of the past ones. That fixes that. But I think the only people that quit over collaboration heroes are those that it tugs at their nostalgia. I can't believe I missed Overlord. Had a chance to have Ainz and Shaltir in my lobby. That's just, it kills me that she's not there. I get that, but nobody cries over not having the units. There's plenty of people crying over having Freerin right now, but that's because she is in that 1 year window. This time next year, no one cries about not having Freerin except for nostalgia's sake. Just like no one is currently crying about not having Dizzy or not having Rem or not having Rimuru, other than for nostalgia's sake. So I don't think that that's really a big problem with downloads and keeping people in, but it does hurt the people who would have joined just because of the collaboration. I think it's just Freerin's artifact. Oh, you think Freerin's artifact is the next one? Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Since it's better book plus 2 souls, arguably, book has more HP. And if you're just cleaving, it doesn't matter. I think Freeren's already is better for DPS mages. And there's not that many of them. But anyway, I'm crying over not having Jacko. I can respect it. Jacko's... She is kind of pretty far to the right on that hot, crazy scale, but I'm mad at having missed Albedo. Yeah, and Albedo's a perfect example. Best knight in the game, bar none. And then they buffed Crimson Armin and she fell off. And they buffed Fallen Cecilia and she fell off again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not that they are bad. It's not like they suddenly go from meta to trash. It's just they go from meta to niche. Not a lot of people using this nutter anymore, but I still have her built. And when I'm in a situation where she works, she freaking claps. Yeah, once in a blue moon. Exactly. Remember how insane this guy used to be? How it was impossible to play RTA without him? You stay in blammo when I play the game. 3 penises on your Jacko? What the 3 pen sets? Ew. Is she really wearing 3 pen sets? That's awkward if she is. Those aren't her boots. Maybe those are her boots. That's embarrassing. Somehow I blame Biako for this. There you go. Better Jacko. Yeah, 230 would be ideal. What's her push? Is it 30%? This is fine though. What's that? 221 divided by 0.7. She'll push up to a 315 pole position. This is fine. I got 5 otherworldly boots. Oh, I know. I hate it. They really said, hey, you guys, you must want more boots. Speed check. Does anybody use this? Maybe we just spam into HP and Dark Corvus gets it, right? This one is just bad. That's useless. Okay, let's go. No. No. That really rolled a double 4. What a jerk. The other rolls are too low, and I don't know. Fuck it, one more. Okay, we're out. Extract. Why? Because it is pursuit and warfare, and you always extract pursuit and warfare. How do I have so many charms? I should have more when I gear cleanse, but I farm eulogy for a saint and get tons of charms. Do you feel dumb when you're posing for thumbnails? Ridiculously. But other people are copying my thumbnail style, so putting my ugly mug out there is about the only way to be quickly visually identifiable on YouTube when people are doom scrolling. We have a new member. What? Oh, in raid. Did he join our guild in raid? That's freaking amazing if he joined our clan in raid. Now he was playing. I still don't understand why you put non-enhanced helmet on Tori. Okay, guys. You ready for my ridiculous Tories? We're going to do this, and then we're going to raid over into Baka, and I'm going to go get some lunch, because I'm starting to feel the sugar crashing. So, Tori number 1. This gives you flat HP. At max, this would give her almost 2,400 more HP if I max this helmet out. But as it is, it keeps her HP low. Right? Let's take it to a whole ass other level. Look at this Tori with her level 1 helmet at 179 health. Look at that HP. Okay, we understand the HP, right? I want you to read me the second sentence of this skill. Second sentence of this skill, right? We're going to get to that. Why do you want her HP low? Read the second sentence of the skill. When attacked, damage suffered in one attack does not exceed 51% of her max health. Okay, so her max health is 467. So she cannot take more than 467 times 0.51. She can't take more than 238 damage per attack, right? That's not a big deal, right? 2 hits kill her. Anybody can do 238 damage, right? That brings us to her S1 skill. Grants a barrier proportional to her attack. So she gets a 2,384 HP barrier when she S1s, which she will do a lot with counter set. So every time she attacks, she gets a 2,384 HP barrier. 2,384 HP barrier divided by 238.17. You have to hit her 11 times to break the barrier. And then 2 more times to kill her. Do you think you're going to be able to hit this Tori 12 times before she's countered and reestablished to that barrier again? But you're like, but she's not going to do any damage, Wulf. She's got no stats. After attacking, inflicts 4,000 additional damage to the target from Cascade. Plus, not just the death of 1,000 cuts, because this attack and crit damage ain't that bad because I went mostly flat attack on my gear to give her good attack at level 1. Plus the occasional torrent. Plus the fact that you never kill her. It's abusing the passive in the best possible way. Now it's easy to beat, right? You take something that's got pop damage that goes right through the fucking barrier. You bring strip units or not strip units, but buff block units that'll stop her from getting barriers, things like that. But I mean, her shit is undispellable. When she gets buffs, they're undispellable. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's hard to use. And it's the same story up here. This Tori's got 5,900 health, so 5,909 times 0.51. So you can't do more than 3,000 damage to her. So even if I get a 3,700 barrier, that's 3,772 barrier plus 5,909 HP divided by 3013. It's going to take 4 hits to kill her. instead of the normal 2. And that's if that's just her own barrier. If I put a bigger barrier on her, right, like a Fire Ross puts a massive fucking barrier on her, or Dragon Bright Senya puts a massive barrier on her, it's good luck chewing through her. So yeah, that's why a lot of people do the helmless Tory tech, or the unleveled helm, or if you're lucky and have been around forever, you got some old level 27 gear helms. And that's why people purposely seek gear that does not have any HP substats on it, because they want her HP to be low to lower the maximum damage she can take, so they can cheese with barriers. And the big reason that Tory fell off, and now that Tory is hot again, people are going to have to remember that. And once people remember it, the big reason that Tory fell off is Lettuce Head here hitting twice and having the Uber's tooth pop twice, and it just goes right through Tory's barrier and kills her. Tory was ruling the meta. Inheritor Amika came out. Tory vanished from the meta. Now Tory's back in the meta again, and people are just starting to go, oh yes, right, Amiki, and they're starting to dust off their Amikis to go after Tory's again. But anyway, that's the reason why the low HP on Tory is just to cheese the passive. And if you draft her right and your opponent doesn't see it coming, it's absolutely mind-numbingly hilarious to watch them just pounding on your Tory, watching that barrier go little at a time, and then she counters, the barrier goes right back up, and then and then she counters, the barrier goes right back up, and then they top right. It's most hilarious when they kill your whole team and Tory is the only one left, and then they Ras laugh you and you just do the cry emote back at them like you're losing, and then they just sit there pounding on her while she keeps putting the barrier back, and she slowly starts whittling away their units, and then they do the shocked Akali emote, and then you get to Ras laugh at them. Not that that's ever happened to me before, but it, you know, it could happen. It totally happened. Anyway. Yeah, right. You can put Mort in to block counters. You can put people that have tons of pop damage in there. There's things, right? It's not like you just slam it on 3, slam your level 1 Tory on 3, and next thing you know you're in the World Cup. It's very counterable, but it's funny when it works. All right, guys, that's enough. I am shaking. I'm so fucking hungry right now, so I'm gonna go out and get some food and raid you guys out. Last chance. Anything you want to see real quick, and while I go find somebody to raid us into. Where's one of the Etheria guys? Yeah, Box streaming. We'll go see Bak. You're off to bed, Joe. Sleep well. Have Sermia-filled dreams where Prophetic Candlestick has just been nerfed. Lulika build. My Lulika is not very ethical. Don't try to build this Lulika. She is wearing some of my best gear. Slow strays or fast strays? Arena Guild War slow, RTA fast, although you can use fast in RTA. It's very, very hard to strays cleave in RTA right now. This unit made RTA strays very, very difficult. My Tori's vulnerable to debuffs? Yeah, you got a last picker. Like I said, she's easy to beat. You've just got to pick her where she works. All right, guys, I will leave you with this unethical monstrosity, which I didn't think was possible, but I pulled off last night. Behold my works, ye cleavers and despair. You guys go hang out with the Etheria guys. Where did that go? You guys go hang out with the Etheria guys. Go give Bhakti your love. They're doing the tier list, which is a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all being here for the love and support. I will see you guys later tonight, maybe, for the tournament, and make sure you get your coupons. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Dude, this is totally a metal cover of Beethoven. Ow.